This is High Vibe TV, the uncensored, guided, and community-based video TV network with content recorded and live streamed from the world-famous High Vibe TV studios. High Vibe TV delivers daily, weekly, and special programs focused on astrology, spirituality, history, community, and more. This is not your run-of-the-mill astrology and tarot. This is the future of spirituality, illuminating new ways the collective can step into the dawning of this exciting new dimension. The highest vibe is truth, and the truth always prevails. Download our awesome app on the Apple and Android stores so you don't miss our notifications, with special spiritual insights curated to the energy of the universe. Search for us on your TV with our exciting TV apps on Apple TV and Roku. Catch our vibe on your computer, where you can join in on the live chat with our amazing community and blog. Watch spirituality like you've never seen before. Download our apps or go to highvibe.tv. Subscribe now.
Or somebody else here said, what about Venus trine Saturn? That's kind of a weird one, or Venus opposed Saturn. That's where you get in your own way. Whenever I see Venus opposed Saturn, it's kind of like, I want to feel good, and you know, there's a plan and a structure of how you can feel good, or you can go through relationships. But are you going to choose to do it or not? Is the big question.
It's a little more lazy.
It's lazy, and Venus trine Saturn is There's some authority figure, my daddy, or some person I know they'll get me through. They'll figure it out for me.
It's like a bailout.
Yeah, they'll figure it out for me, or I'll call my dad, or I'll call my mom, or I'll call my best friend, or I have my ex, or I have this, or I have that person, and they'll figure it out for me. Yeah. They'll make the choice. They'll do all the weird work and figure out that choice, and it'll be easy for me.
Venus trine Saturn does not have to work as hard.
No.
It's like a Venus conjunct Saturn, or a Venus, especially Venus square Saturn. Venus trine Saturn just kind of like, oh, I got the nice thing. That didn't take that long. Everybody said it took a long time, but it was so easy for me. I just batted my eyelashes. You know? No, but it's not a bad thing. It's it's a good thing. I think that it can be used in a very positive way, because you know how you're to use your self-worth in a constructive way to get what you need to further yourself.
Yeah, it's whether or not you know how to continue the furthering.
Yeah.
It's almost like, this is so easy, it was so easy. Oh, let me reap all the rewards. And it does. Venus, Saturn trines, I'm reaping the rewards. And then it goes, I'm happy with these rewards. I don't know. Do I have to keep building on it right now? And then that's when eventually, because in a trine, eventually there becomes the weird moments of a quincunx in a square, right? It's like, oh shit, the square to the Venus or the square to the Saturn and the quincunx to the other one. And like, uh-oh, there's a weird situation and I need to get going again. You know?
Yeah.
That's how I look at astrology. I'm always like, ah. And whenever I look at the trines, I'm always like, oh, that's nice, but weird.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of those.
No, I only have Venus trine Uranus and Mercury trine Neptune. So, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, I guess I have Jupiter trine Mercury and Jupiter trine my rising. But
I don't have like a single,
not one
major planetary trine. No. I have like Mars in a really wide trine to my ascendant.
Yeah, and that's positive, being that you're an Aries rising.
It's wide as in like fucking 6 degrees, like pretty.
That's a trine. It's within 10 degrees. That's a trine.
It's weak.
Trine.
Weak.
Trine.
Weak.
Trine.
So, yeah, that's my trine.
If there was one trine, to have with an Aries rising, what would it be? Exactly.
So it keeps me in good physical shape.
See, where I have Mars square ascendant. Why you see me?
To work out good for
no,
you.
I'm saying that's why people watch me beat myself up so much. And then there's a combatantness to my fucking, approach of my personality, and like I'm always ready for somebody to fucking take a swing at me. Like, what? Shit.
Oh, I have Chiron trine Pluto.
Let's see. There's another one.
That's it.
Well, it's because you have a very tight chart with so many planets and
yeah, all my shit's like conjunct.
Yeah,
and I have a couple sextile. Like I have Mars Venus sextile.
So you're a potent energy where they feel like people with a lot of trines, which I don't have. they're spread out a little bit easier. So it feels like if you were to think of a map of the world, it's like, oh, I've got a base here and I've got a base over there. I've got a house. My dad's got a house here, and then my friends have a house here, and so there's a little bit easier way to move around the cabin. One
area.
Literally houses, right? Like
literally, right.
When you have Trines, it's houses,
big house.
Yeah,
a lot of room.
Yeah, look at. Oh yeah, no, I can
working.
Oh, Africa. I got someone in Africa. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah.
But yeah, but you know, like I feel that's what's hard is like, you know, people look so forward to Trines, but it's always after the square. The Trines the payoff, and then it goes into, oh shit, there's an opposition or a quincunx prior, and you know, like it just is. It's one of those things where, you know, I actually don't look forward to the Trines because
I don't even really look for them.
Me neither. But I feel like sometimes they're necessary if you've been going through a lot. Like I just had Jupiter trine my sun, right? So it was like, fuck, I've had a lot of changes in my life and a lot of shit. So that Jupiter trine my sun kind of got me on a better footing and a better positive aspect in my identity to get through the shit I'm about to go through. You know, like it was nice having Pluto in Sag. It was nice having Pluto trine on my Leo and be conjunct my Sag. But when Pluto and Capricorn came, it was like, oh, you're just going to get conjunction to your Jupiter Capricorn. You're going to get a trine to your moon, which I'm having right now. And that's, I'll be honest, it's Pluto trine my moon. I'm like, I don't really know the point yet. But get to the damn point, Pluto. You know, in Capricorn, like, come on, I'm a moon at Taurus. Just tell me. Is the motherfucker gonna happen or not?
It's gonna be real. You're like just coming into the real potent time of that. They got real close, and then now you're gonna get the exact trine, and then you're gonna get the retrograde and the station trine.
As it opposes my sun.
It squares your Pluto. Bless your soul.
I know. Not. I mean, I'm definitely going through. I actually was telling that to Sophia last night when I was looking at her and our charts and this baby's chart, but even the transits of the astrology and the build up to the birth of our child. It's like, I was like her solar arc Pluto 2 months ago went into her fourth house, right? Her Saturn 0 Taurus, and I'm like, Jupiter's going to be conjunct to your Saturn. Saturn's the ruler of her fourth house, right? Capricorn, because she's Libra rising, and Pluto just went in there, and then it's like the universe would have forced you to go through this one way or another with family and with being a mother or having to deal with your mother or go to a family situation. You couldn't have escaped it.
Yeah.
It was either this or it could have been that or it could have been that. And same thing with me, with Pluto scoring my Pluto, and that was my fourth house. And Pluto opposing my sun, ruling my fourth house and my identity. Oh, that identity is going to be Papi, El Padre. I told her, I'm like, I want my kid to name me not Dad, not Papa, not Father, El Padre. I got that from Mel Gibson. I got that from Mel Gibson in that fucking comedy he did about fucking Christmas, the second one or whatever. I forgot what that one was called. We just watched it last week, and I thought it was so funny when Mel Gibson comes in and he goes, "Come say hi to your grandpa," and then he's like, "Hey, can you tell them to call me El Padre?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna have my fucking kid be like, hey, El Padre, El Padre."
I hope that sticks.
I hope it sticks too.
I do. I hope that sticks.
Well, that was fun. I think to close.
Yeah, I'm fading.
I know you are. So to close, out of a scale of 1 to 10 for the next 2 weeks in the buildup of this new moon, what would you scale it as number-wise?
On a scale of 1 to 10? Oh, I think it's a 9. I think we're moving into 10 territory, but like, yeah, 9, 10. It's extremely, this is it. Like, this is the new year you wanted. If you made New Year's resolutions already, fucking forget about those and rethink them and consolidate what you really want your New Year's resolution to be. It's on the 21st, maybe even the 22nd. When
Uranus stations
when we get the waxing crescent setting.
I know. With the moon squaring Uranus.
With the moon in Pisces.
With the moon squaring Uranus as the stations direct.
Yeah, no, it's huge. This is where we're gonna be able to focus again on what it is that we want, and this is a big deal. This is a good kickoff for the year, and with so much happening this year, I think this is the radical shift that we all need within ourselves to navigate the weird external reality and to see the beauty in it, and to, you know, stay on our game, and to stay agile.
Yes. I would agree with you 100%. I would put it at a 9 because what's following it in 2 months is a 10. Plus would be 11. But I would put it at a 9, and I think the 9's going to come from the excitement of things starting to finally feel like they're moving somewhere.
Yeah.
And knowing how to move about this cabin, not cautiously, but responsibly. And agile is an amazing word. And understanding this is a final test of Saturn's Aquarian weird way of, are you still going to be, there's going to be a sheep thing still floating out there for people, you know, and it might look like that's the best thing to do again, to even repeal the things that went over the 3 years. But we all are going to have to be, I think, aware of that. And, you know, it's definitely the consolidation of the 3 major wars in America, and with Mars stationing direct over that Uranus that creates those wars.
Yeah.
It's definitely preparing for a world that's going to turn in a way that most people don't predict, because it's almost like, I don't want to see the shot and what it's doing. Okay. That means you don't want to see what the fuck is happening with the world powers and the governments and the military spending and all that to see, and the military weapons that are creating the new B-52s and all these stealth bombers and all this new shit and all these missiles and all these tanks going. This world's going to go shocker status. And I would be prepared for, be prepared to be shocked and be okay with that. And don't be afraid. Know that when the shocks are going to start coming, that you, your partner, your friends, your family, you'll figure it out. It's more than just agile, it's nimble. We'll make it through this maze. Yeah. But if you're afraid of the maze, that's the problem. It's about breaking free of your fears too. Because this is where Pluto's going to go and square the node. So this new moon is kind of the precedence of like, are you going to be prepared to not be afraid?
To be courageous.
Yeah.
Strong.
Exactly. Yep. And disconnected from the bullshit.
A powerful force, yeah. Right. And that's the thing, too. I was thinking when you were talking about the bombs and the this and the world leaders, like, it's so good to be aware of this stuff, but we do not want to attach ourselves so just in it. Like, be aware, make your moves, do what you got to do, build your connections, and you're good. You're going to find your way out. It doesn't have to be like, I don't know. I feel like we're all in a good place to figure it out.
I agree.
You know, we might not feel like we are, but I think that's a part of these kind of weird shocks. Like, these shocks are going to be like the jolt that your DNA needed to, you know, really build what's next for your life, whatever that ends up looking like, and it doesn't have to be scary.
No, it doesn't.
It's the only way through the chaos is some order too. So I think, you know, we have to find order in our own lives.
That's true. I think we'll end with a Capricorn who says it best. All right? About this time and how to understand you have to be informed, but you have to know when it's being misinformed, and it's from Denzel Washington.
You were the subject of a fake news story.
Oh yeah, what'd they say? I was running for president? No, I voted.
You were running for
No, what'd they say?
You switched your support.
I switched, yeah.
What do you make of all the fake news that it affects
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it. Sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
Tell me about it.
Okay.
I love that first part where he goes, you better fucking read to be informed.
I voted. No, what did they say?
But
the...
I switched,
What do
yeah.
you make of all the fake news that it affects?
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
What do you do?
That's a great question.
It's a great question.
What is the long-term effect of
So
too
it's
much
like,
information?
I feel like people, that's the problem, is people don't want to be informed because they think it's all bullshit. But it's like, you still need to be informed of the bullshit to know what's bullshit.
Absolutely.
That's the main thing.
That's exactly it.
And it's from a Capricorn.
We gotta be, head above the clouds as we finish this Aquarius, Saturn, head above the clouds, seeing clearly. And what is the truth? It's a good fucking question. But we gotta be aware enough of what's going on all angles to come to that conclusion ourselves. And to be just informed enough without being, consumed.
I mean, I know it's a stupid analogy, but you just drove here in the craziest rainstorm we've ever had in 164 years. Over the last 11 days or 10 days, whatever it's been. So if you weren't informed about the weather, paying attention, and you just went on the road, there was something about just being prepared for rain
Yeah, just
that
knowing.
made you, when you drove through the rain, if you think about your body and your survival instinct, you got to protect your girlfriend, the dog, all your stuff, and you don't want to hurt anybody on the road. There's a preparation, opposed to somebody who's just like, I'm not informed. Wait, it's raining? Hey, turn the radio up and da da da. And they don't know how big the storm is and it's going to be fucking flooded everywhere. And just fucking,
100%.
you know?
Being informed will calm your nervous system down.
Yeah.
If you don't let it consume you. Because that's one thing too, is I could have been informed, like, oh my God, it's raining. I don't know. Like, no, you got to stay calm and like mature and that you can handle it too.
It's true.
Whatever the situation is. Be
It's true.
informed and then be like, I got this.
Yeah. Well, and like, it reminds me of Denzel in Training Day. It's like my favorite movie. Because it's just like, he is such a fucking green pea, Ethan Hawke. And he's not informed. Even though Denzel is, but Denzel can take that information and do bad things with it too much. So you don't want, how much is too much information and too much knowledge in something where you could do some creepy, stupid shit and try and backstab that fool and blame it all on him and not tell him shit. It's like one of those things, but it's like, I like how he just says, he's like, this is fucking chess, it ain't checkers. That's what I would tell people right now. This fucking shit is chess, it ain't fucking checkers.
5D chess.
Straight up, but it ain't fucking checkers.
No.
You know, this ain't checkers. Especially in Aquarius.
We're all
The
raised
odd
to think it was
moves.
checkers.
That's chess, though. The odd moves in chess to move your knight out is, most people don't even know how to play chess because the knight, to move 3 spaces forward and 1 to the left or to the right, and to even know on the board, oh, I'm moving my fucking knight fucking A2 to fucking, wherever you were moving on the board. You know, there's all these things that people, it's like too much because it's too many odd angles or it's a weird thing. Or the pawn on the first time you can go 2 spaces, but after that I can only go 1. Like, there's all these Saturn rules that are weird, but will make such a great game and a combination and a strategy.
Yeah, when you know the rules, you move about freely.
Yeah. So it ain't checkers.
It's not checkers. No.
No. Saturn in Cancer is checkers.
Saturn in Cancer.
It's easy. So,
Someday.
Yep. All right, everyone. Well, we love you all so much. It was a great spiritual daddy. Always love being with you all in the chat. Everybody always puts in such great stuff in here. And it's going to be, we know. I know you all know. This is going to be the fucking 2 weeks that is definitely going to be the most exciting shit to watch, but also at the same time being prepared, being as formed as we can, and handling it without fear, and knowing that we all have each other, and we have to, if you have friends, call them. If you have, there's definitely not a time to try to do this all alone in life. Jupiter in Aries believes it can, but with Chiron in the horizon of it, it could be a big wound. So it's definitely big Saturn Aquarius test.
This is High Vibe TV, the uncensored, guided, and community-based video TV network with content recorded and live streamed from the world-famous High Vibe TV studios. High Vibe TV delivers daily, weekly, and special programs focused on astrology, spirituality, history, community, and more. This is not your run-of-the-mill astrology and tarot. This is the future of spirituality. illuminating new ways the collective can step into the dawning of this exciting new dimension. The highest vibe is truth, and the truth always prevails. Download our awesome app on the Apple and Android stores so you don't miss our notifications, with special spiritual insights curated to the energy of the universe. Search for us on your TV with our exciting TV apps on Apple TV and Roku. Catch our vibe on your computer, where you can join in on the live chat with our amazing community and blog. Watch spirituality like you've never seen before. Download our apps or go to highvibe.tv. Subscribe now.